How's it going, guys? Another video of inconsistent life. Now, it's been a while. Yeah, it's been winter. It was winter in this part of the world. So, yeah, I was dodging lions and other shit. But anyways, we're back at it again. And now, we're still looking at whatever clips, whatever podcast, and whatever clips. Now, this one, woman complains that men don't chase them anymore. Now, honestly, who is surprised? I honestly surprised. Is there anyone out there who's actually surprised? We are not surprised. We're just not interested anymore. We don't have the energy to chase these women anymore. But yeah, apparently that's also a problem. I mean, it's a problem if you chase them, and it's a problem if you don't chase them. So it seems like being a man is just a problem. Whatever comes with being a man, it's a problem. It's just a problem. So, but anyways, guys, let's get to it.
Do you think, I know some of you are in relationships, but more broadly, generally speaking, do you think that guys are not doing enough or trying hard enough? Kind of in line with her comment.
So you're asking if I think guys now are trying hard enough to...
Like they're not wanting to take girls on dates, they just want to hook up, they want to get right to
I think it completely depends on the guy. I mean, we also live in a college town where I feel like hookups are more common because no one's ready to be in a serious relationship. But I definitely think it depends on the person. There's a huge variety of guys who only want to date still, and then guys who don't want a girlfriend.
Okay.
It's kind of a long answer, and
Okay, this thing of hookup culture. Yeah, my thoughts on that shit is hookup culture. Girls allow it. They allow it. I mean, they can blame men as much as they want, but when it comes down, what it comes down to is they're the ones who are allowing this whole thing. If girls would just say, you know what, we don't want this anymore, it would stop. It would end. But apparently they don't. So they are allowing it.
I feel bad because, of course, this is something, I kind of think about. But, of course, guys don't try hard enough. I feel like everyone just kind of wants instant gratification really quickly. And, most of the time, guys there's just no, chase anymore.
Well, actually, it's not really like that, It's just not worth it anymore, Why should I chase you? What's special about you when you just a swipe away from the next girl? So why should I chase you? Why do you matter? These women think that they are very special, but they're not. When what comes down to is just that you're not special. And most of you girls really think that you're special, but unfortunately not. You're not. Yeah. So I don't blame men for not chasing these women because, who has the energy anymore? We are constantly being told that we are unneeded. We don't need men anymore. We know these words. We don't need men anymore. All these degrading terms being thrown around at men. What's the point?
There's no, oh, we're friends, and then we, start dating. It's just, guys want to have sex, and they want it fast. And I feel like a lot of girls, it's not that, oh, they're putting out. It's, a lot of girls, they just want, to be loved or to not feel alone.
Well, you know what? It's always been like that, And the difference now is that it's so much easier to get it than before, Our forefathers, in order to get laid, they had to be married and all this. They have to go through a certain system in order to get laid. But today, we don't have to. There's no system. If you don't want me, I move on to the next one. That's it. Who gives a shit about love anyway? Guys, do you really care about being loved? Or the most thing that you desire is respect? Because I can tell you, where I'm from, most men, what they require is respect, not love. Love? Who gives a fuck about love? Love? That's a woman thing, man. Come on.
especially in college where it's like they're willing to do that, and on both sides I feel like it's just like, I don't know, it's just the value of it is very low, I think, on both ends. But like, yeah, guys, I feel like they're not working for it these days because on both ends of the relationship we're just like working too fast to get something that like we need to wait for, I guess. Sorry.
Yeah, who said guys are the ones who are supposed to work for it?
That was good. My heart is beating right now. No,
my God, no saying
I'm a chaser. So the guy I'm with right now, when we first met up, just on like a Bumble date, like I thought I was going nowhere. I just thought he was really hot, like fucking so hot. And anyway, I tried to do the whole like, no, don't me, like don't please.
What made him stand out?
His I really tried to sorry guys, like no, I really tried to like no, but he was like, we were kissing, we were smoking weed, he made me tea, like
Smoking weed.
I mean, like we
Smoking weed. Woo! Hey, I know I don't want to judge people, no, really. I just don't. I don't want to judge you. But come on. Come on. You gonna smoke weed and expect a genuine relationship? Are you serious?
even like he's my boyfriend right now and I'm still like flirting with him. I still have a crush on this guy. Like
They're
we
hours.
fucked on the first date. We fucked on the first
How
date
early
and
did
we
he make
couldn't
you tea?
stop. Huh?
How early did he make you tea? That's trying.
Okay, let's just get back to the question. So,
I think it's sexual chemistry and like equally like you guys both gotta try like first like give it all because this is a fast life that we're living in now, you know, like if you like it you fucking like it. We're attracted. I think for me personally, like I'm so attracted to him that like that kind of like was the thing for me, that I'm so attracted to this person that like I could call this daddy shark every day. Like this is who I want to be with. I'm telling you, like I still have my breath taken away and I'm still chasing that. Like I'm always gonna flirt with him. Like my parents used to flirt all the time.
moving
Good
on.
for you.
Okay.
Good for you. Not all of us are gonna get that, but great for you.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I'm in love.
I mean, I guess I brought up the point. Are you still talking about does no one try hard enough these days? 'Cause-
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's funny because like as much as it's like I'm not trying to like find anything, my husband and I like tag team as far as like who's able to go out and who watches our toddler. So I'm out on my
What the
own a
fuck is-
lot.
Does she have like a snake tattoo on her hand? Am I seeing right? Is that a snake?
If that makes sense. So then there's just the opportunity to still get hit on like normal, even though I'm not necessarily asking for it. But I don't know. I don't know that feels any different than it ever did. Except I'm like,
Holy
oh,
shit,
God,
there's a snake.
Baby, I'm so cute.
There has to be a snake. That tattoo is a snake. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just focused on the tattoo, man. It wears me out.
Thank God. Because I think that's a real thing. But if you want to ask about that, that's a whole different question.
Okay, so going over here to you. So her initial thing was kind of almost in response to what you said about wanting to go on dates. But so you said you want to go on dates. Do you get the sense that guys just aren't wanting to put in as much effort as you believe they should?
I mean, I guess it depends on the guy, but I think Anna put it, like, she said it perfectly. I mean, a lot of guys today, I feel like, especially at UCSB, I think they really search for instant gratification, whether that be...
Well, guess what? It's always been like that. It's always been like that. It's just that the older generation, they didn't show it that often, but it always been like that. You know, we always just want to get laid. That's the only reason why we come to you girls. We just want to get laid. That's it. You know, there are a few guys that they genuinely want something, they're like a relationship, but most of us, man, we just want to get laid.
you know, sex or a hookup or whatever, but I think the like chasing a girl in a sense of, you know, being friends first or something like that. And you don't see that very often. I think that's more back in like the olden days.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
Golden days.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Yeah, and I'll tell every guy that I meet that you shouldn't do that anyways. Friending a girl just so you can have a chance with her is rubbish. You shouldn't do it. Don't do it. You know, straight up tell her what you want. If she doesn't want you, it's fine. Move on.
It's like it's something that's like really sweet. I think it's lost. It's becoming more and more lost as Gen Z.
Okay, your guys' answers.
I don't know. Actually, I feel like I wouldn't generalize. Like I've had like met really cool guys who've been like serious and stuff. I've met guys who wanted like hookups. Like honestly, as long as you're like straightforward about your intentions, like I don't mind.
I had a personal experience. There's this guy who I like been off Bumble or no Hinge before I got banned, and his thing was saying that he wants to be in a relationship, and I was like, okay, cool. It's not just a hookup, so I was like, okay, match with him, and we were like texting on Snapchat until I met him like 2 days ago, and I wanted to go out and do something and like not be at home because that like gives opportunities to do stuff when I didn't really want to. But then it like got later in the night and he's like, can I just come over? I was like, okay, I guess so. Wasn't planning on doing anything with him because I was like, I'm not going to. He said he wants to be in a relationship. I said, take me on a date first. And then we ended up doing some stuff. But then I said, take me out. And he said he would. And that was yesterday. And he never did. So.
Of
Call
course.
her.
Of course. Of course. Are you surprised? Are you surprised, really? It's always the same, guys. It's always the same. You know, these guys will say anything. They will say anything. Just to get into those pairs, they will do it. Are you surprised?
He went out with his friends instead.
Yeah, of course it did.
Did.
Sometimes you gotta give them that wee space. you
Yeah,
know?
so I just kind of haven't
Make,
texted him.
Of course. Of course. You know, this is just crazy. It's crazy. You know. And I'm genuinely like surprised that women haven't caught up to this, you know. How is it possible that you don't know when a guy is playing you? How? I mean, the script is there. It's there. You know, don't you know that there's no guy that goes into I mean, like there is, but it's very few. There are very few guys who go into dating apps looking for a serious relationship. There are very few. You know, to be honest, guys, there are very few. Because most of those guys, they're only interested in one thing. And they will do and say anything just to get to it. And believe me, once you give that up, it's no more worth it. He's not gonna put up with you. And besides, guys, let me just ask this question. I'll just end the video here. But let me ask you, as a guy, you know, I mean, why would you put up all that energy chasing people who tell you every day that you are trash? Everywhere we walk as men, we are told that our lives basically don't matter. I mean, you could just wake up today and die. No one gives a shit, you know. I mean, it's our reality as men. You know, we're low value people. We're low value. You know, I mean, if something, let's say something, God forbid, something like a war happens. I mean, almost every other guy out there is willing to die for such women. For such women, guys. You know, women who constantly say all this rubbish to us, but we are willing to give up our lives to save them. Imagine if all the guys were like, you know what, fuck this. Like right now in Ukraine right now, if all the guys there were like, you know what, fuck this, you know, fuck this. I'm not going to die for people who do not appreciate me. Imagine that. Just imagine. Imagine all the horror wars that were going to be laid on every man because of one group of men who decided, you know what, we are done. But it's the life that we're living today, you know. You just don't matter. You do not matter as a man unless you make yourself matter. It's the way this world works. And yeah, so in terms of this, complaining that men don't put up the energy anymore, I mean, it's expected. I mean, I actually do expect it, you know. I'm not really surprised at this. In fact, it's inevitable that, actually, you know, who's going to keep up with this? You know, being constantly degraded up to a point whereby you don't feel like valued anymore. I mean, you could die today protecting someone, and that person tomorrow is going to date another person, another man better than you. I mean, it's not worth it, guys. It's just not. So yeah. If you're a guy, I mean, I don't blame you for doing this, you know. I would never blame you for doing such things. In fact, you should do it more because these women don't deserve anything. But anyways, I'm back into creating some videos. I'm going to be creating these videos, guys. And it's surprising that me as a nobody in the YouTube space, I mean, I sit here alone. I don't have any friends. Basically, my life is just simple. You know, I don't drink. I don't do anything out of the ordinary. You know, but there are people out there who feel like they could just. But I guess it's part of the ecosystem of, if you're gonna put yourself out there, then you should be able to handle, you know, some shit people are gonna throw at you. So yeah. So if you guys talk shit, talk it some more, and please just watch my videos. You know, I mean, I do this out of fun anyways, and not like I'm earning anything out of this. I'm just doing it. But anyways, yeah, this is Inconsistent Laugh, and thank you for watching.